Hey everybody, how's it going? We're talking about layering two fragrances, Ambre Nuit and Molecule 01. I wore this last night and it smelled fantastic. Now, something about me is that I typically don't like mixing and matching fragrances because I like how the fragrance smells by itself. You know, people have asked me to layer tuxedo with different things and afternoon swim with different things, but I just like the individuality of each fragrance, especially if it's one of my favorites, then I don't want it mixing with anything else. But the great thing with Molecule 01 is that it lets the fragrance still have its individuality, but then it enhances the performance, which makes it even better. Because who doesn't want great performance when they're wearing a fragrance that they love, right? So generally speaking, Ambre Nuit is a scent that a lot of people get less than 4 hours of performance with. For me, 6 hours on skin. When I spray it more on clothes, then it can last 7. It can last even longer, to be honest. It just lingers on clothing. But when I did spray Molecule 01 on top of all the spots that I hit last night, it smelled amazing still in the morning. I could still smell the fragrance, which was really, really good. And another interesting thing though was that occasionally I would get that whiff of Molecule 01 that would kind of differentiate itself from it just smelling like a more powerful version of Ambre Nuit. I just smelled a little bit of that Iso E Super, that cedary sort of scent that I was like, okay, there's the other fragrance, you know, but it wasn't super prominent. It didn't smell weird. It didn't smell like I was wearing two different scents. They blended together very nicely. And for the most part, Molecule 01, from everything that I've tried it with, just blends really nice. I mean, I love wearing it on its own. Right now, I layered it with Wulong Cha by Nishane. So, and I still smell that on myself in my scent bubble, and I made that video maybe 5 hours ago. So it's still pushing, but in general, that other fragrance does have relatively good performance. So there it is. These two, I've been loving how my scent bubble has been smelling, how my sweater has been smelling. No complaints. I'll put a discount site link for Molecule 01 in the description. I don't believe I've seen Ambre Nuit on any discount sites. That includes Fragrance Net, Fragrance X, Max Aroma, and just be a bit iffy with sites like Amazon, just because, you know, we'll make sure if you trust the seller, that's what matters, you know, but it's a gamble that you take with things like Amazon. But let me see if I have any last things to state about this. Really nothing much. I think 95% of the things that I layer will include Molecule 01. There have been a select few, like when I did Elysium and Tom Ford, one of my followers suggested that was an amazing layering combination. Another one that I tried was Pi and Mercedes-Benz Club Black, which was great, but I still prefer them each individually, you know. And an earlier one I tried was Cedrat Rosé and Light Blue Intense by Dolce & Gabbana, and that was actually really nice too. But yeah, if you watched my top 5 favorite fragrance video of March 2022, this was my number 1. And the reason for that is that I can wear it anytime I want. I never have to put it in the back of my collection or whatever because I'm like, oh, it's only going to be better in the heat, or it's only better in the cool weather. I should just save it for this type of environment. It will thrive regardless of the situation, the weather that you put it under. So I really, really like that about this fragrance. And Ambre Nuit has been good or reliable with me ever since I first tried the fragrance last year. So there it is. This is an amazing layering combination. Like I said before, I'll leave a discount site link for this in the description. And you can find this on Dior's website. All right. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.